Fifth place last year, that clearly is where they are and expect to be. That they got there though, I think was largely down to the goals of Harry Kane, kind of an accidental discovery.
About 3 years ago I put out a tweet saying, I know he's young but Harry Kane will never ever make it at Tottenham, and to this day it still gets retweeted, and so it should, because I've never seen a transformation in a player like it in my life. Last season was probably the most enjoyable I've had for many years, purely because Pochettino's style and his ability to let players play, but also enable the players to show or give an element of heart and fight when on the pitch. And from a fan's perspective, that's really all you want.
Tottenham, I guess, are living in the shadow of their ridiculous £110 million post Gareth Bale's sale overspend in the summer of 2013. That meant that Pochettino didn't have an enormous transfer budget.
He's come in and adopted essentially what was a mess. We had Lamela, Paulinho, Soldado and many others just not performing. A lot of money was spent on them.
That being the case, I think that he's been a qualified success.
It's this season and this summer that Pochettino gets to craft a squad and a team of players that will adapt to his style of play.
Off the field, Spurs seem pretty stable. The stadium has been the big question mark over their future.
I think it's a really crucial period coming up for Tottenham Hotspur. They're going to have at least 2 seasons away from their ground, and it remains to be seen whether they end up at Wembley or at Milton Keynes. And then of course they've got to bankroll and construct an entirely new stadium.
It's an exciting time to see the new stadium go up. It's also sad because most fans love White Hart Lane, it's a great stadium. But I think it's time that Spurs do push on, and if we want to compete with the likes of Chelsea, dare I say it, Arsenal, Man City, Man United, you're going to need a bigger stadium. And the bigger question would be whether we can sell it out.
So now need to get on with that, see through that process, I think, while still trying to compete on the pitch. However, the recent deal they announced with the NFL for 10 years at the new stadium for an NFL franchise gives you an idea of the riches that will be on offer once they're at the other side of that transition.
Europa League qualification, it's a blessing and a curse. All those extra games, they'll be having them again this year, but they're aiming for a top 6 finish again.
I think if Harry Kane has another season the way he has this year, and we buy the right players to supply him.
Kevin Wimmer's the first who's come from Germany, and he's not a hurried signing. They've spent 6 or 8 months considering him. They certainly have needed defensive reinforcements. Kieran Trippier from Burnley is the other, who will hopefully play at right back and has impressed really over the last couple of seasons at Burnley.
Top 4 is it realistic? Probably not. Is it likely? No, but stranger things have happened.
Last season was a real season of improvement for Arsenal. I think you could tell amongst the body language of the players at the end of the season when they won the Cup.
Ready? What do we think of Tottenham?
Fans who are paying some of the highest prices in the Premier League are sort of desperate for results. Spending shackles have come off over the last couple of years with signings like Özil and Alexis Sanchez.
We signed a guy who Barcelona frankly didn't want, but Alexis Sanchez was the best attacking player in the whole of the Premier League in my humble opinion.